know the Telugu film industry is the second largest after Bollywood in India?
I'm not surprised. Don't they make like hundreds of films every year?
Yeah, and the technical facilities are great, like the visual effects studio that we're going to. It's called Makuta VFX.
Oh yeah, they're the guys that did some work on Bahubali. That's like the third largest grossing Indian film ever.
Yeah, it's quite something. You know, visual effects is such a complex process. I'd love to see what goes behind it.
We are going to add an international tadka in today's Desi trip by meeting Pete Draper. He's the co-founder of animation studio Makuta VFX.
Hey Pete, how's it going?
How are you doing?
Mr. Draper, nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you, friend.
This is where all the magic happens.
Yeah.
What's great about Makuta is their team and the animation techniques they use.
The majority of the artists that we have in-house are primarily from Hyderabad and surrounding states. It's kind of testament to the artistic talent that's in the country.
It's really cool to see visual effects being applied to a live shot. Sometimes images are created from scratch. It's like playing God but on celluloid.
The sequel to the blockbuster Bahubali is being worked on, but they show us the waterfall they created for the original film.
It's had to be completely digital. So we utilize framing based on the clay model that one of our effects guys, Dev, created. So the director can lens the shot neatly. Numerous systems working parallelly to work out every single particle of every single drop. And I think it was about 18 months we spent totally working on basically around about 9 minutes worth of footage.
Think about it. Each second of film has 24 separate frames that have to be animated. Now you get why special effects take so much time and effort.
Very interesting shot also. It kind of starts, pans left to right over the falls and then does a complete 360 like a drone and moves out. You've created something that didn't exist. So yeah, it's like magic realism, except that it's on film.
This is how technology is applied to filmmaking today. Thanks to Pete, the actress will now have animated butterflies fluttering around her. All she had to do was dance against a blue screen.
What we ended up doing was physically tracking and manipulating every single individual butterfly, camera matched and tracked her entire bag to place every single butterfly physically onto the digital version of her. So it's kind of like this subtle little cheeky giveaway and then the big reveal as she flings her arms back and turns around. And that's, again, frame by frame by frame.
Honestly, it just gave me a real newfound respect for these animated films.
The techniques we saw being applied today are at par with anything you'd find anywhere in the world.